Morning, Fabian. Nice to see you. Could we start with any team news updates, please?
So, I think there are not big changes. Carew is doubtful. He will try it in training today, but overall the rest stays the same.
There'll be no Jan-Paul van Hecker, and you're very short on defenders at the moment. What's the solution there?
Yeah, we have different options. So Cash for sure will be an option. Matsif already played there. Carlos Baleba is an option. So we have several options, and let's see how they do in training today, and then we have to make a decision.
It was a tough week last week, but onwards and upwards. How has the last week been for you with the players?
Of course, I think everyone can imagine if you have these 3 bad results, it's not the perfect week. But yesterday I listened, or I saw a lecture from Gareth Southgate. He was talking at the Richard Dimbleby lecture, and he talked about how to build resilience. And I really like that, because he talked about you need to fail to build this resilience. And I think we are exactly in the same situation. We need to fail to build that resilience, what we need in the final part of the season. And failure is part of a process, and you have to go through it together. And my job there is to give the guys the biggest belief I have into them, that we get through this phase together. And therefore, I think we all have to get the belief in ourselves. We all have the belief in ourselves that we can get that turnaround. And on the other side, I'm pretty sure that this phase also gives us a big boost regarding building the resilience. And that's what we try to look at it. We have to stay positive. We were very honest at each other after the week. We analyzed the mistakes we did. And then it's about looking in the future, looking what can we change, and looking at the things we can influence. And therefore we have to focus on.
Danny Welbeck's goal against Crystal Palace made him Brighton's top scorer in Premier League history. How important will his experience and what he can bring to you be for the remaining games this season?
Very important. He proved it this season so far that he's easily on the pitch and beside the pitch. He's a role model regarding his behavior on the pitch and beside the pitch, and that's why I'm very happy that he's in the squad. I'm very happy that he's in a good shape. This record or this statistic isn't because he's just a good player. It's because of hard work, and therefore we all have to see him as a role model, and we all have to see that if you work hard, if you have the right work ethic, you can achieve incredible things, and that's what we have to do all to get the success to this club.
In terms of Leicester, they're fighting relegation, not winning, not scoring. How do you prepare for their visit?
Like I prepare for every other team. So I said at the beginning of the season that we want to challenge the establishment, and challenging the establishment doesn't mean to challenge only the establishment in the big games. It's also to be the challenger in every game, and being a challenger in every game means also that we have to face Leicester as a challenger. So we have to be the challenger. We have to go into this game and fight for every personal duel. We have to go into this game and try to outwork and outrun them. No matter if we might be the better team, it's about being in every phase of the game turned on, being in every phase of the game alive, that you're always ready to make a very important decision. And that's the mindset from a challenger. And like this, we have to go into the game. We can't go into the game and think, oh, we are a better team, we can outplay them. That will not be the truth tomorrow. The truth tomorrow will be that it's about hard work, it's about winning personal duels, it's about doing the small things in every phase of the game. No matter if we have the ball, no matter if we have a throw-in, no matter if we have to work against the ball, that we do these things on the highest level. And then I'm sure that we have a big chance to win this game.
They're currently managed by Ruud van Nistelrooy. I imagine you have some quite good memories of him in the Premier League when you were growing up.
Yeah, but he was a great goal scorer, so not a coach. Yeah, he did some unbelievable things. He was an unbelievable goal scorer, and then he also went to to my biggest rivalry in Germany when I managed St. Pauli. So my biggest rivalry there was Hamburg, HSV, and he played there. So I have quite good memories to him when he was a player. Impressive career, and hopefully he will have also this career as a coach.
Thank you.
Fabian, just coming back to Jan-Paul van Hecke being suspended. In terms, you mentioned the individuals that could come in. Is a change in formation something under consideration to maybe flip it around in terms of other options?
I didn't want to say it, but when you ask me like this, that's also an opportunity. Yes.
Yeah, because it's difficult. I mean, you've got Adam Webster out, Igor out, Van Hecke out. I mean, I know we don't want to go on about the injuries, but this it forces you to try and find different solutions, doesn't it?
That's my job. So that's why I'm here, and that's also the responsibility I want to have. I'm not complaining about the problems we have. It's about being solution focused. It's about challenge every opportunity we will get, and that's what we try to do also in the next game. It's about finding the right solution. It's about finding the team who's the best tomorrow, who has the best connections on the pitch, who play in their best roles, and that's what we try to do tomorrow.
Yankuba Minteh has been involved in 7 goals in his last 10 Premier League games. He got the assist at the weekend as well. How would you assess how he's getting on and in terms of the season that he's having, his first in the Premier League?
So first of all, it's not easy for every new player coming into the Premier League, and therefore I'm really happy that he has the right attitude towards the work ethic. So he tries to work hard. He's a good listener. He always wants to improve, and that's the basic thing if you want to play for our team. Then I'm really happy for him that he's getting more and more involved into goals by making assists, by making goals by his own. But that's not the thing or the fact why I try to judge him. It's more about how he works for the team. It's more about how he influences our game, and therefore there are still things where he can improve. But like I said, he's still a very young player. It's a little bit like our season, ups and downs, but it's about getting the resilience, getting the consistency into his body, and therefore we try to help him. So overall, he's doing a great job, but there are still things to improve, like for the whole team.
Solly March came on as a late substitute against Crystal Palace. How's he doing in terms of that fitness? Is he getting to a point, because he went out of the squad, then he's back in the squad. Is he not quite there in terms of the fitness yet? Or is it going to be a case of he'll just need a pre-season, or is he got a role to play in this final 7 games?
Also, in your question, I think was already all the answers. So he's not on the highest fitness level. He can't be on the highest fitness level, but he tries hard. He tries to use every training session we got to get back into his shape. That's the first part. The second part, of course, if you really want to get back to your highest level, you need a longer period where you have training session every day, where you can really prepare your body for the demands from the Premier League, and therefore we have to use, of course, the pre-season for him to get him back to the shape where he can be available for 90 minutes. At the moment, we try to do like small steps, small margins where we can improve. So use like a short training session with intensity to prepare him for 30 minutes. Use another training session to prepare him to maybe 35. So these are small margins we have to do. It's not easy for him. It's not easy for his mindset. But therefore we try to help him. And I'm really happy that all my medical and my physios are doing a great job with him, because you have to be very patient, because Solly is a player who always wants to be on the pitch. He wants to help the team. He has a great character, but therefore you need to find a good balance.
What did you take away from the game against Leicester earlier in the season? Obviously, it was a frustrating end to the game. Is that an added motivation for you and the players with that in the back of your minds?
We analyzed the game afterwards, and we knew that our game management during this period of the season wasn't the best. So we chopped a lot of points after having the lead in the game. So therefore, we're getting more and more mature during the season. That's my feeling. We managed the games quite better. So therefore, we went through a process where we have to where we had to improve regarding our game management. So therefore, I think that the game is the past. It will be a new game tomorrow. Will be a new opportunity, a new challenge where I see my team in another level, where I see my team more mature, where I see my team playing more professional, more regarding what you need to do on the pitch to win games.
And to win against Leicester, what's it going to take in terms of their threats? What do they pose? I know they've had a difficult season, but they have some good individuals.
Yeah, like every other team in the league. So when I saw the last game from Leicester, of course the results weren't great for them, but there were always opportunities for them to get back during the game, to get also the lead. So they have individual quality. They have a Jamie Vardy who's always good for a goal. They have a good midfield. They're very physical. They can hurt every opponent. So therefore, like I said, it's not about having the mindset that, yeah, we will be the better team, we will outplay them. No, it's about having the mindset of being the challenger in this game, and you have to go into this game and try to outwork and outrun them, and that's the job from us tomorrow. We have to be sharp in every situation in the game, because like I said, and like you also said, they have individual quality. They can beat every team in the league.